same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, just the 7 seas.
Good morning, my beautiful, beautiful babies. Good Tuesday morning to each and every one of you. I hope each and every one of you had a beautiful, amazing, safe Memorial Day weekend. It's a lot going on out there, y'all. So before we jump into today's message, I just want to talk to you guys about feeling safe and secure out here in the world we live in today. It's a lot going on. Every time we turn around, there's mass shootings taking places all around us, which is why I dedicate my time to come and do these messages every morning, because that's mental health, y'all. That's mental health crying out for help. Those are people who need help and are not getting it, and they are crying out for attention. And even though the attention that they are receiving is both negative and detrimental to society, it is attention. So this is why I say all the time, it is important that we start to pay attention to our mental. So I just wanted to say to you guys this morning that, when you go, stay prayed up right now, y'all. Stay prayed up. The biggest form of protection that you can have is, again, your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Listen to that quiet voice that's trying to save you. I don't know if you guys heard the story about the little girl who didn't want to go to school last week, and she kept telling her mom she didn't want to go to school. Her mom forced her to go to school, and the little girl did not return. God forbid that happens to any of us. That was the most, I can't even, horrific thing in the world that can happen to any parent. However, it is important that we listen to our intuition, because it is, again, our connection to God. I don't know how much I can stress that. I don't care if you believe in God, the higher power, the Holy Spirit, Jehovah, Yahweh, Bob, Sam, Larry, Daddy, Papa, whatever you decide to call him. Listen to that voice. Listen to your highest caller, because it will save you from any danger or harm that can be caused to you that wasn't designed for you. Okay, so listen to it. It's important that we do that these days. That is our biggest way to keep safe. Secondly is praying, and then listening to the intuition. That is our safety guard. So I just wanted to share that with you guys this morning, because, hey, listen, I ain't playing out here in these streets nowadays. Any form of loud noise, I'm out. You hear me? I don't care if I hear a 4th of July firecracker or somebody fart. I'm out. Okay, I am not sticking around to see what the hell is going on. I am out. It's just too much going on. So I know that this is causing a lot of stress and anxiety in our community today. And I just wanted to stop and say, hey, make sure you're paying attention to your gut. Make sure that you are praying every day for you and your family's protection. All right. I wanted to talk about something we don't really talk about much on this channel. I wanted to bring up relationships, romantic relationships. And today's topic is, are you ready for love? Are you ready for love? Because I hear everybody says, I want a boyfriend, I want a girlfriend, I want a husband, I want a wife, I want a significant other, I want somebody to love me, I want somebody to care about me, I want somebody to check on me. I hear this every single day, all day, 365, okay? I hear it. So I wanted to talk about that this morning, because we always hear people talking about what they want, but we never hear about people talking about preparing for what they want. And it is important that if we are saying we are ready for love, are we really? The question we're going to ask ourselves this morning is, are we really ready for love? Because, see, sometimes we sit around and we focus on the toxicity of others, but don't stop to take a look at the man in the mirror, that good old man in the mirror. You know, the one that we need to stop and take a look at every day, the one that we should speak to first and foremost before anybody every day. Yeah, that one. Let's stop and ask that man in the mirror, are you ready for love? Okay, because being ready and wanting love is two totally different avenues. Because wanting love Could mean that you are codependent, could mean that you are toxic, could mean that you have abandonment issues, could mean that you have low self-esteem, could mean a number of things. And God only knows that when you drag all of them baggages into a relationship, Jesus Christ for the other person is all I have to say. Because, baby, you can become one nightmare, one whole shit show in somebody's life, dragging your bullcorn into their life. And that's on God. Okay, I'm not kidding. It is really sad to me how I've seen people wreck other people's lives. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody plays a part in this. I'm not trying to put no blame on one person or the other this morning. But what we talking about this morning is us. We taking a look at our damn selves. We're not gonna worry about the partnerships or the people who we've been in relationships with. This morning, we taking a look at ourselves. And let's just be real honest and candid with ourselves this morning. Let's take a trip back down memory lane. Y'all love doing that anyway. So let's do it this morning in a positive way, in a constructive way, in a way that we can use it to help us to get past the blockages and really prepare ourselves and really be ready for love. Because y'all know me, my favorite saying is a power couple is two people who have healed and have found that self-love, that first love, that one that you must fall in love with first before you can fall in love with anything or anybody else. It's got to be self-realized. You got to learn how to love yourself fully before you can accept or give love to another individual. So a power couple to me, I don't care how much money you have or don't have. Money can be earned, money can be lost, okay? It will come and it will go. But healing, a person who's learned what healing is, what self-love is, that can never be lost. Once it's learned, it can never be lost. Now, before we learn it, when we know better, we do better. When we didn't know better, then we get an ignorant chip. We get to be bypassed for being ignorant, but no more, because now we know better. And now we've learned what self-love is. We've learned that in order for us to fully be able to love somebody else, we got to learn how to fill up our own cup. And we have to understand that nothing is to be given from that cup until it is running over. Then we get to pour from it. Okay, so are you ready for love? What kind of toxicity and emotional baggage are you bringing to the table? Okay, what is it? Are you so insecure and jealous that you constantly questioning your partner's every move? Where you been? Who you been talking to? Person can't even go to the damn grocery store. And I've been at the grocery store 10 minutes. Now my damn phone is blowing up. You want to know where I'm at, who I'm with? Where did I stop? What am I doing now? What aisle you on? Are you by the green beans? Are you kidding me? I refuse to live a life like that, because trust is important in a relationship. But if you come into a relationship where you've had your trust violated so many times to the point where you are unable to trust people at this point in your life, now you come into a relationship with all of this distrust and you disrupting the situation, you got to go. Okay? Are you so insecure that I can't be around other men because you worried about, am I trying to talk to him or is he trying to talk to me? Are you so insecure that your partner can't be around other women because you feel like, oh, he's staring at her too long? He doing this, he doing that. Let me tell you something, baby. If you think that you're the only person that your partner is going to see for the rest of their life, you better think again. But again, if the person is in love with themselves, they are not moved by lust. They are not moved by outside exteriors. Okay, shit might look good on the outside, but a person that's learned self-love knows that all that glitters is not gold. Okay? We done talked about how it can look like Marilyn Monroe on the outside and be a whole Marilyn Manson on the inside. We're not looking for that. When we looking for love, we looking for that person who's whole. You can look like whatever you want to on the inside, as long as the inside is pure. The inside is in love with self. Now we have us a candidate for love. But the question this morning is, what do you need to do to get ready for love? Were you a foster child? Were you abandoned as a child? Did you feel not accepted by your parents as a child? So now you're going to come into a relationship where a person can't do nothing because you always feeling like they trying to leave. They trying to abandon you. They trying to walk away, or you holding on to toxic people that you know you should have walked away from a long time ago. This person won't change. Y'all done had 100,000 conversations about what this person needs to do to change. And they will promise you for the sake of the argument, oh, I'm going to change, I'm going to do better. And as soon as the argument is over, they right back to their old tactics and old habits because they weren't changing for you, for themselves. They were doing it for you, and it will never last. That person is not ready for love. That person does not know love at all. Okay? Now you got people who hold on to relationships for financial reasons because they are afraid to get out there and walk in their own power, pay their own bills, be their own person. So they hold on to people they can't stand just so they can have their bills paid. But you will say that that person is the problem and you ready for love. I got something else to tell you, baby. The lie detector test determined that that was a lie. Okay, you are not ready. When you stay in toxic places for any reasons, you are not ready for love. You have not learned to love yourself. Loving yourself means that you treat yourself the best way possible. You do not stick around for any type of peace disturbance of any type. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm so freaking protective of my energy. Nowadays, I don't care who you are. If I find that you are disturbing my peace, I'll cut you right off, okay? And keep it moving. Slide right out your life like grease, baby. You understand me? I'm not sticking around for energy zappers. I'm not sticking around for people who pull me out of manifestation. You see, because I got to get mine out the mud. And in order for me to get mine out the mud, I can't be distracted by people who haven't learned to love themselves yet. I want to be in a relationship with a man that I can send around the world and he can see every beautiful woman in the world, but know that he has the most beautiful woman in the world. Why? Because I am his beautiful woman. I am the woman that makes him feel amazing. I am his queen. And that is the only type of man I want. If I got to send you out the door and I can't send you to the grocery store for worrying about if you're going to bring home the lettuce or Letitia, I got a problem. And I'm not going to be in a relationship with a person like that because I love Sherri. And at the end of the day, if I got to be worried about lettuce or Letitia, you are not the person for me. I'm ready for love. I'm ready to be in a situation where I'm loyal. I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to be honest about my own problems. I'm ready to accept my responsibility in situations. I'm ready to accept responsibility for myself. I'm ready to put Sherri first and put everybody else second. I'm ready for love. I'm no longer going to love somebody more than I love myself. But the question we want to ask ourselves this morning, what do we need to do to get ready for the very thing that we say to God every day? God, I want love. God, I'm ready. God, I want to be loved. I want to be hugged. I want to go out on dates. I want somebody to grow old with. I want this. I want that. How bad do you want it? At what price are you willing to pay for this love? At what price are you willing to pay? Are you willing to sacrifice your own self-respect, your own self-dignity, just to say that you have someone? You know, we often talk about, especially here on YouTube, and a lot of you guys came from the tarot card world with me, and you know that a lot of times we talk about karmic relationships and things going on in third-party situations and what have you. And, you know, it's really sad to even think that those things could possibly or remotely be true, but they are. You actually have women who are desperate enough to go as far as to do some type of manipulation, whether it's sexual magic, mind magic, putting some stuff in somebody's food, or whatever your choice of of this foolishness is, there are really people out there who actually do that. And that says to me that those people don't know love, period, much less self-love. Because anytime you feel like you have to manipulate another person to receive the love that you need, you are in serious trouble. You are in serious trouble. And the train wreck that's coming your way scares me. Okay, scares me. If you're the type of person who feels like you have to practice black magic, spell work, evil eye, any type of sexual powers against someone to keep them in your life, baby, 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 my God, Lord have mercy. That's really sad. And this is why I want y'all to stop today, because, everybody else can't be crazy but us. Sometimes some of the stuff that we want to blame on other people is sometimes our own damn fault. Okay, some of the stuff that we want to place on other people is our fault. So, ain't no healing when you in the victim and the blaming mode. There ain't no healing there. The healing comes from when you are accepting full responsibility for the role you play in the situations in your life, okay? You had to play a role. So if the situation didn't give you the outcome that you were looking for, perhaps you should try a different approach the next time. But we keep doing the same old shit, expecting a different result, and don't understand why we keep getting the same result. Every relationship, we want to blame the man for being a cheater, for being a hoe, but you keep drawing cheaters and hoes to you and opening the door and letting their ass right in. A man could be a cheater, he could be a hoe, he could be a whole bunch of things. But you don't have to be the woman or the man to put up with the party that's not giving you what you need in relationships to fulfill your love language. So today's question is to really ask yourself, am I really ready for love? Am I really ready for love? See, sometimes y'all get ready for love twisted. Y'all think you got to have enough money. You got to have your credit right. You got to be a homeowner. You got to have a BBL. You got to have this. You got to have your degree. You got to have a 700 credit score. Baby, don't none of that bullshit matter. Don't none of that stuff keep no marriage together. What keeps a marriage together is healed souls. People who can come and who can say, you know what, I've fucked up in the past, but today I'm wiser and I'm stronger and I'm better. And though I realize I've made mistakes, I'm not holding that against me. I'm not going to use those mistakes to keep me from making future mistakes. Now, as one thing is for sure and two things is for certain, I know what not to do now. I know what not to do. I may not know what to do, but I damn sure know what not to do. And knowing what not to do is sometimes better than knowing what to do. Because knowing what to do can keep us caught in patterns where we keep doing the same old things and we get caught up in old ways of thinking. And we don't evolve. And when you don't evolve, that's a problem. We must always be transforming, elevating, and self-evaluating the pain away. We must always constantly, 24/7, 365, be doing just that. We got to be honest with ourselves, y'all. We got to start being just straight up fucking honest with ourselves. We walking around here a hot damn mess. A hot toxic mess, but we'll blame everything and everybody around us. We'll die before we accept responsibility for the shit we bring to not only our own tables, but the people around us, the people we say we love. We say we love people, but we toxic as hell in their life. We constantly fighting with them. We constantly bickering with them. We constantly putting them down, making them feel like they ain't nothing. And we'll do those things all in the name of love. And then we'll break up with somebody and blame them for everything that happened and act like your ass is perfect and ain't done nothing. Baby, let me say it to you today. It takes two to tango. So no matter what situations you've been in, if you've been in a failed relationship, you held 50% of the responsibility of that relationship failing. Like it or not. And the sooner that we can start being honest with ourselves and stop sugarcoating the shit out of everything and just be real with ourselves, I don't know why we do that and why we think that we can keep running from the truth. The further we run from the truth, the deeper the hole we fall in. Now we drinking more, we smoking more, we doing more drugs, we doing stronger drugs. We've gone from weed to coke, from coke to meth, from meth to crack. Because ain't enough drugs or alcohol in the world to keep you away from what's really eating you. You're going to have to deal with it. One day, sooner or later, you're going to have to deal with your own shit. Why not? Why are you putting off the inevitable? Why are you doing that? God is not going to let you get away with killing yourself. Okay? It's time. If you're going to be here on earth, you're going to get it together. You're going to get it together come hook or crook. The hard way or the easy way? Which one is it? The hard way means you're going to be hard-headed, keep doing shit your way because you think you got it all figured out. You don't think there's a God. You don't think that God is watching and keeping up. You don't feel like there's a place called a Karma Cafe. You believe you could do whatever you want to and get away with it. Well, keep on believing that. And as you believe that, I want you to sit back and watch how the wheels turn in your favor, how your karma is always chasing your ass down, how nothing you touch turns to gold, how all the things that you touch crumble, how everything that you plan goes a whole nother direction. Even shit that was supposed to go good don't. Because you running from the real you running from your true authentic self, you running from your healing, you are running from the greatest love of all. And that is the love of self. Man, y'all, there ain't no greater love than when you love yourself. When you can truly look in the mirror and like what you see, regardless of how cute or ugly or whatever people think you are. When you can look in the mirror and love the very fiber of what you see. That's when you're able to give love. You can give love so beautifully when you first find it within you. And so this morning, y'all, I just wanted to just encourage y'all. My book is on Amazon. It's called A Self-Love Journey. I would encourage you guys to go on there today. If you have not read my book, it's A Self-Love Journey on Amazon under Sherri Hill. I would really encourage you guys to buy it, not because I need the money or I'm pushing book sales. As you guys see, I don't push my products and books on here like that. But when I feel like something is instrumental to your growth, to your healing, I'm right there. Most times they're not even my books, they're books of other people. But this time I'm telling you to read my book because I share with you my journey to self-love. It wasn't easy. I had to get mine out the mud, like I said. I had to get it out the mud. Don't nothing come to Sherri Hill easy. Nothing. Regardless of how easy I might make it look. Understand that everything I have, I've had to get it out the mud. And it really pisses me off when people look at me and think that things come to me easily or that I'm an overnight success or I'm lucky or fortunate. Man, I've had to struggle. I've had to be homeless. I've had to not have $1 to my name. I've had to sleep in the backseat of my car. I've had that. So I just want everybody to know that I had to get this happiness out the mud. And y'all can too. I don't get on here every morning to waste my time to come and bring these messages to y'all because I have nothing better to do. It is my mission to give you the tools that you need to help you transform, elevate, and self-evaluate the pain away. Now, I am your tease coach, and I wanted to come on here today and talk about that subject because I think it's very important. Everybody wants to fall in love. Everybody's got their barometers up to measure how the trauma of everybody else, but you're not measuring your own trauma. You're not looking at the baggages that you dragging in to everybody's house. You come into somebody's house, you got so much goddamn baggages, they damn near have to move their furniture out to accommodate your baggage. But you ain't talking about that. No, you want to talk about what's wrong with everybody else around you because that makes it easier for you not to have to concentrate on your own stuff. I can't stand somebody who always wants to sit around talking about somebody else because what that says to me is that person has so much stuff going on the inside of them and they are hurting. They are hurting. But instead of dealing with healing, they want to deal with what everybody else needs to do. Professor Dump in the house, okay? Can tell everybody what to do but can't help your damn self. That's where we are this morning, y'all. Go out there and check yourself. Check your love meter. And ask yourself, how toxic am I? What's my toxic meter? How toxic am I? We all toxic to a certain point. But when your toxicity gets the needle gets to get the right side too far, it's time for me to let you go. I need you to teeter in the middle somewhere, or a little to the left, but nowhere. I don't need you to go over past that halfway mark to the right, because once you start declining or going up past 50%, I got a problem with you, because you're getting ready to be a real problem in my life. See, I can bring a toxic person into my life, especially in relationships, and now it turns my world topsy-turvy, because energy is real. And we talked about that already. We talk about it all the time. So I'm going to leave this message right here with you guys this morning, because this one can get deep. As you can see, we've gone into this one almost 30 minutes, because it can get deep. You know what I'm saying? I can go on and on for hours and hours on this one, okay? But we're going to leave it right here with you this morning. Just take some time out. Don't forget, if you're interested in my book, you can go to my website, which is always listed in the description box. If you would like to book a coaching session with me, a reading with me, buy my products, enroll in my classes, all of it is on my website at thementalpaindoctor.com. All right, guys, I appreciate you once again for coming here. Again, be safe out there in those streets. Remember, trust your gut. Listen to your intuition. Stay prayed up. Pray for you and your family day and night, and let it go. All right, I love y'all. See you next time. Bye-bye.